Greetings, minions, factory workers, and explorers, and minions. This is Silverblade playing Satisfactory, episode 19. Writing that one in. Alright, so I took a little bit of a break between episodes here. Just sitting up here, chilling since the last one. But had my smoke break, everything's been producing. Now it's time to check to see if these power worms, as it were, are actually helping. Let's see your power consumption. Okay, it's kind of... The average is about like this, and the high is up here. So, 195. We're going to have to make another power station in just a minute here. But, let's go back and check and see if our production is good. That's not what I want to see. Are these working too fast? Wow, those are just floating by. Okay, that one's jacked. And that one, and that one's jacked up. And that one's jacked up. So that's making a crap ton of stuff really fast. And this is getting to look more like what I want to see. I want to see them sitting up, not really sitting, but being ready to get chucked into there, because that takes a good deal of screws to produce just one of those reinforced iron plates. We're completely stocked in this one, and we're not getting fully stocked in this yet. And let's see, this one's filling up. It looks like it's staying about, yeah, it's inching upwards, so that's a good sign. And this one is draining just as fast as it's getting filled, so we're just breaking, well, not even barely breaking even, really. Because one way we can find out, take a few of these and we'll plop them in there. See, it's kind of slowly inching downwards. I imagine that if we get completely full down here, that'll just build up real quick. And that's actually pretty good, considering we used a big chunk of these to produce the modular frames and such to sacrifice to the space elevator guides. So at least these are keeping full. And you see there's a couple gaps and then it fills up, but we're doing pretty good right there. So we'll let that go. This one, see, the numbers are increasing slowly, but they are increasing. That's a good sign. And that one's kind of trickling downwards. Of course, the main reason for that is there's a splitter here and not a merger. So I kind of, in a way, did this load balancer backwards. Not a real big deal, but yeah, it could have been done a little bit better. And this one's a splitter. But yeah, at least, you know, at least that one and that one are going up. And if these can ever get to the point where they're topped off, you know, get completely full, then the overload should be filling up this. See, this is maxed out. And there's stuff waiting. And yeah, it's not going into here. But it is through that way, through the back ends. So it's working. It's just not working the way I ideally would like it. But yeah, it's good. So, and there we just drained all of the rods. So maybe what we want to do is tone this one back down a little bit. And we'll just go down to 1. And then jack this one, these up a little bit. So that's just plates. So we'll go, because you gotta think, alright, you're taking something with a lot of uses and it starts, well, let's see, how's the way to put this? Alright, we can get iron ore, a lot of it really fast, no production into making the iron ore, so that's like 0. To make it into ingots, it takes like what, 1 or 2 I think to make ingots. So that's from 0 to 1, and then to make ingots into iron rods, it's like 2, and as you get higher in number, it will require more stuff and produce slower in the long run. So we're making a lot of iron ore, a little bit less of the ingots, a little bit less of the rods, a little bit less of the screws, and a little bit less of the reinforced iron plate, at least in speed and stuff and requirements. So it's better to take the to have more of the low level stuff and have it like a pyramid. So we'll have a lot more ore, a little bit less of the ingots, a little bit less of the rods, a little bit less of the screws, and comes down to here where there's that. Now these will also go down into I think the reinforced plates are used in the modular frames, so it'll require a few of these, and it just starts getting reduced. So it kind of all goes downhill, and you have to have a lot on the front end, and a lot down there, and it just trickle down to where you only need one machine. I don't know if that come across right, but just like I said, picture it as a pyramid where the base is the raw resource, the next level of the pyramid is one thing, the next level, until you get to the capstone, which is the end product. And we don't have enough at our base quite yet to keep up with the down product, the capstone product. Maybe that's a little bit better analogy for you. So anyways, we got 3 power things yet. So let's see, that's ingots. Let's see, wait a minute. That's not ingots, that's rods. So that's building up. That's not. Let's see about ingot production. That's keeping topped off. So we're all right with that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, so really all we need to do is boost production. Get through there. There we go. Of the rods. So we'll go and jack that up one. Now if we jack this up too much, we'll be running low on ingots. So we kind of have to balance it just right. And ideally I'd want there to be a backflow. So these are all empty. That's not good. And that's inching upwards and then creeping back down. So we're kind of keeping like a level of stasis right here. 42, 43, then back down. So this is a slowly growing number there. And these are constantly drained. So I think we need to get one more yeah, it's probably for the best right now. And then put it all in these machines. Because technically speaking, 3 is definitely not enough. And according to the chart that shows the optimum production, 3 is not the number they use. I think it's something like 6. That's okay. We're getting backlogged right here. Yeah. Alright, so those are getting produced. Trying to keep up with production. And our power consumption's gone through the roof. Time to make another coal burner. So we'll need some rotors and some modular frames. Probably do 2. And I know I have some... I think I have some extras up here. If not, I'll have to make some. And then I'll have to have enough to make power poles and stuff like that. So you just kind of straighten out that. Okay, I don't have any excess. That's kind of not good. Alright, let's see if we can make at least 6 modular frames. Nope. And rotors. Okay, we can get the rotors. Modular frames, I'm going to need some plates. Did I put any in here? Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so modular frames. Don't need that many, so that's good. Now, one of the things I'm going to have to make is a jetpack because some of these places are a little out of reach. Alright, so try to slide that in there. Boom. And we're all lined up that way. Get over there. Gotta see what I'm doing. And we're lined up. Okay, so now we need we'll wait on that. We'll get the splitter. And there's no magic line. Alright, so we'll do this for the moment. Okay, so there's two lines. And my arrows are not lined up. The way they're orientated right, anyway. Why can't I get this right? Get up there. Okay, there we go. So that one's right. It should be. There we go. Alright, so now we'll get Mark III conveyor belt. Alright, now we got power towers, so let's see. From here. And let's see. To there. And there. So now we have a little overhead for our power use. Now, as the machine should load up pretty quick. So when those get full, the line will straighten out. You know, they'll... There we go. And then as this straightens out, 70, 75. So as that gets built up, right, we got a backflow over here, so that's kind of helping us out over here. There we go. So now, whoa, shit, ow. Alright, so this is all straightened out now. We got extra power, and I don't want to rely on biomass generators for that. But I do want to keep a little bit of biomass for power, just in a pinch. So we'll need some wire. I'm gonna have to top that off anyway. We're gonna need some more rods. Alright, so let's go get some rods. Oh, wait a minute, before I do that, let's go check to see if I put any... I don't think I did. Okay, so I didn't come down here and get some more rods. What I'll probably end up doing is just getting 4 stacks if I can manage it. Okay, so some there, some there. So yeah, they're finally catching up. So I want to take 4 stacks, and that's plates, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put that in there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Oh, I've got some coal on me, so I'll have to pack that away in one of these machines. Ugh. Which one? Okay. That's maxed, and that's maxed. Let's do this. And let that burn down a little bit. Come on. Probably should have put the power boosters on this. But this is fine for right now. We're not really pushing hard on the production over here. Mainly just trying to get the storage filled up. Oh, come on, just a few more. Okay, so we'll conveyor. Alright, so we're all back together there. Alright, what do we need? We need wire and cables. Probably don't need as well. We'll take 3 stacks of cable because why not? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Put that in, get 4. One, 2, 3, 4. I put the wrong one in. Okay, we're good. I'm not worried about concrete. Could use a few more screws. Just like to keep them topped off because reasons. Okay, try to get some plates because we will be needing frames. Okay, so we'll just park that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not real pressed with steel beams yet, and I'm gonna need room. Alright, so we'll get the milestone taken care of. Boom. And all that for fabric. Okay, maybe it's... Alright, whatever. This is a much needed thing, but I'll be going through filters like crazy. But we'll go one step at a time here, and we'll go with this, because this is a basic. We can get these built pretty easy, and we will be needing more wire. Alright, so we'll need that. We'll need... Oh, wait a minute. We got that. Let's see what we can do with it. Alright, so we need some rotors. Probably need a little bit more rotors for making enough for the motors. Because I think they're like 2 per. So we'll grind this one out. We'll grind out stators, because we need 100 of each. I think stators need 2 as well. Detour. Oh, we got motor. Stators. Oh, they need wire. Okay. We need to get screws and more of that. We need an extra stack of wire to finish that one milestone out. And wire. And then screws and rods. And this is exactly why I need the boxes to fill up. Yeah, for production, it has to be pushed up enough to be able to support the extra needs of supply for these little pet projects. And I think we'll have enough reinforced plate for the thingamajigger. Let's see. Well, first off, make room by doing that. And we'll need 10 more rotors. And so we need 80 plus of these. $100 in total anyway. And I don't think I have quite enough. Well, no, I do. So I have 50 motors, which we'll do in tomorrow's episode. Wow, these episodes go by fast, and that lets you know that you're having fun, and I like that. I like that a lot. So, if you had fun too, check out the links in the description box below. You know, the likes and the comments and stuff like that, you gotta do those too, but you know, I never really push for it. I just have a title card at the end that says to do it. I don't know how often you guys do it, but if you like what you saw and had fun, go for it. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really do hope you enjoyed it. Check out the description, and until next time, see you later. Twitch.